There's so much really good poetry.
Right? So I just wanted to get that out the way. Gotta give y'all the proper introduction. My name is Traumatized. This is Mystics Behind the Boards. And my dog Harry, before he goes on, I'm gonna give y'all a warning though. If you weak-hearted, bro, this ain't for you, all right? Because he's gonna let you know. Look at this shirt, bro. Ice melts. It's hot as fuck. He got no ice in his water, bro. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
Yeah, Harry!
Cultural separation, racial division, crippling classism, and authoritarians' misinterpretation causing the weaponization of religion. This is not God's fault, but his faulty creations. We are allowing ourselves to be trapped in an unforgiving world of vanity, chasing this false myth of masculine, running from human emotion, turning pages, turning tricks, turning backs on friends, but never returning to where we should have always been. And when we go numb, when we grow fearless, we must become tearless. Fuck every critic, every bullshit analysis, every ignored message, every half-ass open mic, every invite unsent, every block, every unfollow, cause I can take hints like you take the identities, the fragility of old men that ignored the bombings, the abductions, focused on distractions and orgasms because the only thing ever real about you was your insincerity and fear. Real is a four-letter word that scares the shit out of you. Real seems only apply when they're coming after you because fuck everyone else, right? To see the world through the eyes of children incapable of understanding such cruelty being practiced by the beast they may one day grow up to be, trying to wake those lying beside them that they think are just asleep. Which words must I speak to bring you back? I know you're still there deep down, I know you still care, but you're scared. And sadly fear turns into hate. Inevitably you and me begin to separate, and that is how they rob the people of their power, divide and conquer. Standing before us, the compliers, the deniers, the cowards, the masters of the diabolic, diehard capitalist, textbook psychiatrists, genocidal apologists, artists who chose to remain silent. Those cowering accomplices, those processed products of engineers of eugenics, promoting sex and drugs and violence to the adolescent, record execs hiding in office, fought our presidents hiding in office, owners of industry, of prisons, of people, of mindsets, owners of our motherfucking music, the devil's contract, the indoctrination of a bigot, the blind faith of a hypocrite, the self-destructive loyalists who call themselves patriot, the self-hating and the self-hated, sexist, rapists, fascists and racists, lambs, wolves and lunatics, officers, lieutenants, captains of slave ship, creators, makers, breakers of broken promises, tyrants of law enforcement, private prisons, centers of detention, concentrated encampment states under militarized occupation, grand wizards, warriors, warlords, wardens, armed guardians of burning gardens, forever willing participants in extinction events, five-star decorated terrorists, international and domestic, demons of dirt, ghosts of a battered earth, unwelcome voyagers. To all ministers of defense that ever gave the orders to slaughter the defenseless, there will be consequences. To all brothers and sisters of the resistance, for every raised fist, burning witch, loved one dearly missed people, let's not leave this world voiceless. Be the cut that doesn't heal through time. Be the cut that heals time.
Before we were Indian, before they made us Trisha rewind, before we were immigrants, before we caused suspicion, before President Hoover, before repatriation, before the ghost stories, before being labeled enemies, before an all-out war and so-called refugees with select skin decree, from the blood in them latte to the flesh in that burger. Forget reality, hucklebuck across the dance floor and suck up your oppressor with hopes to taste some sort of freedom. Burn down all boarding schools, remove the devil's tongue. Remember where you are, who you are, what you once ran from, and what you once were to them. Do not let them scare you into silence. Is not an option. One nation lying to itself, a city of God doing the devil's work, a prayer for the killer but never the dying. Paint me in treason, put me in season, damn these chains they call freedom. The greatest writers have died before ever moving their pen.
The greatest films will be made by those who will never have a chance to see them. And the most beautiful sunrise will be blocked by one giant wall. Noisy pot, you guys with me? How's everything tonight? Just beginning from Gaza streets to cop cities, from secret police to ice vigilantes, from the river to the sea to a shining sea. There are those that found religion, yet killed the deity. A project, an experiment, a nation that's never been what it's claimed to be. Filled with citizens with that us first them mentality. Ghost of our victims infecting the citizens' mentality. Stock homeless, swallowed, followed, followers following ever so blindly. Mothers and fathers, they offer their sons and daughters for slaughter to the devil's army. Tap that spine and wrap the vine, twisted, matted, and tangled, mangled, and intertwined. Read deep in between them tattered lines of that so-called divine prophecy. I mean, really, what am I writing for? What are we fighting for? What are we living for? Do we actually live no more, or lose ourselves, confuse ourselves, abuse ourselves inside of another man's dream? We, disciples of beasts, particles of the sea, possibility of peace burns in the streets in form of effigies and innocence by blue suits, masked men in white sheets. And so we sing, and so we sing. Oh, say, can't you motherfucking see these wolves be sheep with blood-stained teeth? Holocaust deniers of the 21st century, speaking equality while practicing supremacy, while upholding supremacy, while practicing supremacy. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? So many failing to see Palestine was only the blueprints taken straight out the pages of our own blood-soaked history. Oh, say, can you see another manifest destiny, an overconsumption of power, a foolish sense of entitlement practiced by bigots, bitches, and servants, the most dangerous American extremism, an American dream, an American dream, an American dream of wake up, motherfuckers, you're dreaming another man's nightmare. The mirage of a disappearing village, an uninvited mining industry, dry dirt, deep craters where paradise used to be, forgotten roots never knew by many, strange gods from overseas, the worship of worship, the blood of the innocent. Oh, say, can you see? We need a new world. We pray with eyes closed. We are prey for false messiahs. We focus on one shooting, more than 1,000 school and hospital bombings. We mourn dead soldiers more than dead farmers, fallen stars more than burning suns, devils and warmth by the fires of cities burning, buildings burning, babies burning, cowards' heads are turning. And I'm asking, how many more months, how many more years, how many more tears, how many more reasons, how many more excuses, how many more executive orders, how many more victims, how many more gods, how much more blood must they be given? How many more will blind their eyes and deafen their ears to the cries of their own dear neighbor? How many more will be favored, and how many more must die to make you and I feel safe? How many more planets must align to rotate around such illegitimate suns? How many more serene indigenous moons must be destroyed? How many species must go extinct? How many times must history be rewritten? How many more paling complexions must your God be given? How many more wolves to cry victim as fresh flesh drips from their lips? How much land must be taken? How many more villages must burn? How many more women must be assaulted? How many more men to die unrecognized and unmentioned? How many more citizens must be abducted? How many more of us to be disappeared? How many more sweatshops? How many more death camps? How many more troops silent? How many more pacifists to be met with violence? How many more rights? How many more lives? How many more children must die, or just be left behind, or just be left alone to fend for themselves in such war zones, in such ice-cold cages, in such unforgiving streets as a parent are being removed, taken, imprisoned, tortured, murdered? Not one shall ever have the right to judge them for whatever they grow up to be, but taxes, but crime, but drugs. But Hamas was only a reaction, a cause, and a fact. Oh, say, can you see? Oh, say, can you see? Oh, Satan, I.
Everybody give it up for Harry. He killed it. We always like him opening up our shows. He always just clears the air, brings in some positivity and some thoughts.